Hey, gorgeous. It is truly annoying when you wake up late and your whole day is over before it even started. You have limited amount of hours to do all the things that you would like to, and there are things that you're just missing out on. There's something that you're going to have to give up. It's either going to be your workout, or it's going to be looking cute for the day. It's going to be this work that you're excited for. Maybe it's your stress routine. Every single time that you decide to wake up later than what's good for you, it's costing you. And that was me. Really, not too long ago. I finally fixed my sleeping schedule, fixed my bad sleeping habits, and it's because I got so sick and tired of that. And I question also if this is what depression might look like. Was I in a state of depression? It's a question I would consider. Although I wasn't feeling sad, besides the fact that I actually kind of was, because I was waking up so late and it was ruining my entire day. Was I feeling sad and depressed? I wasn't feeling it the way that it normally is illustrated. I was feeling it on a deeper level because I wasn't doing the things that I said that I desired to do, that I know would take me to the next level. I was looking at myself every time I would wake up like Kira, stop. And it got to a point so bad. It was a cycle. It was cyclical, where I almost gave up. But then I remembered whose I was. I remembered that I am a child of God. Therefore, this is not going to conquer me. And I want to talk to you if this is you, because it's not gonna conquer you. In fact, I'm a very spiritual person. And I will say for maybe the past couple of years, it has been a struggle for me to wake up at the intended time that I really wanted to, which was super early in the rising. I desired for so long to be a 6 a.m. girly. Wake up at 6 a.m. That gives me enough time to do a lot of things, including take a nap if I need to. It gives me time to do a lot of things. But every time I would try and wake up, it was so heavy on my body. And the reason that I mentioned being spiritual is because it gets to a point where you can kind of consider something a disease. And it was more of a mental disease, okay? And this is kind of going back to the depression piece a little bit. Like, was I in a state of depression? Was I in a state of deep rest? If you look at the word depress, it sounds a lot like deep rest, right? And you may have heard this comparison before. Depression is just being in a state of deep rest. And I can completely agree with that. Because sometimes it would be the fact that I slept accidentally for 13, 14 hours. I'd be like, body, you need 14 hours of sleep? Okay, fine. But how often do you need these 13, 14 hours of sleep? We can't be doing this consistently. Or, body, you're so tired that all you can do is kind of blankly stare at the screen and scroll. You can't really get a lot of the work done that you desire to do. What's going on? It's that mental stress. And there were multiple instances. And if this is you, I will pray for you really quickly. After I tell you, I would try to wake up early, 6 a.m. And I would set my alarm. I would make sure that I was going to bed around 10:30. I would be waking up in the middle of the night sweats. I would be having horrible nightmares. I'm talking about, oh my gosh, like for lack of better words, or honestly, to put it bluntly, I'm not even going to say lack of better words, because these are the words. I was encountering the demons that were attached to me. There were sleep demons attacking me, and they were attacking me. They were keeping me from getting to my goals. And that's how spirituality works. That's how evil works in your life. That's how the devil can work in your life. He can't take you away from the thing that God has for you. So he distracts you in all the ways that he can. He's going to send his little minions to attack you. And that's what I experience in my sleep. Because I'm a deep sleeper sometimes. I'm more of a deep dreamer. I see things vividly in my dreams. Vividly. When I'm having these horrible nightmares, and I would wake up scared in my bed, in my home, in my room, that I'm in here all the time. I could feel the evilness that was on my body. And a lot of the times when you're sick, you will have this process of kind of shedding off that evil, that sickness, that those demons that are attached to you, making you sick. And it's mental sometimes, because my body was completely fine. It was my mind. I was fearful. I was afraid. But I had to go through this process, and I would wake up and have to pray, because I knew that was my weapon. I have to use the word as my weapon to cut through the spiritual realm of whatever was trying to attack me and keep me from my calling, because God told me that I have to wake up early. That is part of my thing. Now, that's not a part of a lot of people's things to be successful. A lot of people mention you don't have to be a 5 a.m., 6 a.m. person to be successful. And I think that's true for a lot of people. People just want to wake up at that time because of a morning routine, because it looks cool, because it looks cute. It makes you feel like you have your life together, or look like you have your life together. Specifically, I tested and tried. Am I really supposed to be a 6 a.m. girly? Yes. God told me yes. He gave me signs. And so I was being kept from that. And what was keeping me from it was all these distractions, scrolling, being in this state of depressed, because my mind was exhausted. When you are, think about the pain that somebody has to be in for them to pass out. It happens, right? When your body is in such excruciating physical pain, what happens is the body passes out. That happens, okay? We've seen it. I've seen it in movies. I haven't really seen it in person. I don't know. Even think about somebody getting knocked out, right? That pain, that blunt force to the face, to the body, or whatever, gets to a point where your body's under so much pain that it goes into sleep mode to protect you. That is what being depressed is like, and you want to sleep all day. The only difference is it's not physical pain, it's a mental pain. The pain gets so bad in your mind that your body knocks you out. Your body sends you to sleep, and it also puts you in tasks that it feels like are not going to exhaust you. But since our brain is trying to protect us, and it gets in the way of our lives, because our brain doesn't know what's best. Psychology is a thing for a reason. People can work against our brains. That's what happens with social media. It's gamified. It's like a game. It keeps us on there doing scrolling and entertaining us. And it works because of psychology. We're not smarter than it. We're not. It takes immense willpower not to scroll. It takes immense just devotion to living a better life to actually cut that out. So I have some things that I'm going to tell you that actually helped me to get to a point where I'm waking up and it's fine. In fact, I love doing it. I love waking up early now and going for a walk. So I'll start there. When my alarm goes off at 5:45, before the sun comes up, it gives me a good 15, 20 minutes, maybe even 30, to get ready, I'm not fully getting ready. I'm just going to throw on something cute-ish, more comfortable than cute. I think me is the cuteness a lot of the time, just my face. So I'm going to splash my face with some water, moisturize, just got a sunscreen. So I'm putting that on as a little moisturizer. Throw on a little fit. Make sure that I have earrings on. Make sure my hair is looking nice. And I'm going to run outside to see the sun come up. That is one of the best dopamine hits that you will ever get. Seeing that orange ball in the sky that lights up our world and gives us life rise up, and it's so beautiful and orange, and at this time you can actually look at it. It doesn't hurt your eyes to look at the sun. And as it continues to go up as I walk, then it gets harder and harder to look at it because it's going from orange to blue light, and that light gets very bright. But when it's that big orange ball just coming up, it looks so beautiful. And it looks even more beautiful when you see it like at the beach, if you have access to that. So having something that's going to give you a dopamine hit when you first wake up, that your body starts craving it, is going to help you to wake up early. When your brain is extremely tired and it's making you pass out, when it's filled with so much pain, you have to be strong enough to say, like, I'm done with the pain and I'm going to give my brain some pleasure. Pick your tired. You got to pick your tired. When people say pick your hard, pick your tired. If you're in a state of deep rest, which depression looks different for everyone. Don't got to be that deep. You can be highly functional and still in a state of deep rest, and your mental exhaustion is making you pass out in different ways and disassociate from life. Disassociation is another way of passing out. Like blacking out from being drunk or something is one way that your body kind of protects you, because the alcohol probably took over and now it's like, oh, we got to knock you out. We're taking you out of this. So I'm so passionate about this because it took me so long. So pick your tired, because when you're in deep rest, you're going to be tired anyway. You're going to be tired because you're sleeping way too much and it's making you more tired. You're going to be tired because you've woken up late and now you're stressed out. You're sick of yourself for doing that. You're stressed and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to get all this stuff done. So now you're tired anyways. Waking up early, you're probably going to be a little bit tired at first. You got to pick. Do I want to be tired because I'm waking up early? Or do I want to be tired because I'm waking up late and sleeping too much? I'm sorry. Not sorry. Lo siento, pero no lo siento. Is that how you say that phrase in Spanish? It sounds really nice. I'm going to wake up early and pick that tired rather than the deep rest tired. That's why when that alarm goes off, and make sure it's a nice song or thing that gets you excited to wake up, that's your alarm, I'm up. Because I'm like, I'm going to be tired anyway. If I sleep all day, I'm going to be tired anyway. So I'm going to get up and be tired. But at least I'm going to be tired on my own will and feel good about it. And over time, that tired kind of goes away. You get on a high of like being up all day, getting things done. Pick that tired. Start replacing all that pain that you're giving to your mental, that you're giving to your brain, and start replacing it with pleasurable things. Now let's get into the food of this. Because food is a tool for manifestation. Food is a tool for transformation, actually. If you're not into manifesting, which the way I use manifesting, it might be different from the way that a lot of people think about it who are spiritual. So I'm going to say transformation. Food is a tool for transformation. So yes, you can use food as a tool for transformation if you want to wake up earlier. If you desire to wake up earlier, here's how you're going to use food as that transformation. And also, I made a video yesterday about this that I will link in the description, telling you how else I use food for transformation. And of course, I use it for this one, to wake up earlier. Have dinner early. Stop eating early. Stop eating at a certain time. Eating late will make you sleep later. Point blank, period. If I'm going to be very real, this is exactly how this streak, this new way of being, this transformation happened. I ate something, knocked out, took a nap, probably woke up in the middle of the night, like 3 in the morning. And I was like, oh snap. Like, do I go back to sleep? Like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I had ate already, like, pretty early, right? Like 6:37. And accidentally took a long nap, okay? Now, the old me would have woken up at 3 a.m., stayed up for a couple hours, and then went back to sleep, and then woke up super late. But I said, you know what? It's almost 4 in the morning. Why not just get up, take a shower, get ready for the day? I don't care. I'm going to be tired regardless. I'm going to be tired if I sleep more and then decide to wake up because I'm messing up my sleep cycle. Or I'm going to be tired if I just decide this is it. This is all the sleep I'm going to get for today and go back to sleep later tonight. So I woke up. And that was the beginning. I woke up early enough. I took a shower, got ready. It was like 5:30 something. And got dressed. Smelled real nice. I started walking. And it was a little dark outside. And the sun started coming up. And I was like, this is it. This is it. There were so many signs that day too. I seen a wall mural as I was walking past some buildings going toward the beach. And in huge letters, it said, today's the day. And it was beautiful. At that time, the people that you pass are extremely happy. And everyone tells you good morning. Everyone greets you with a smile. Because those people who are up know the value of becoming a morning person. And I learned the value truly that day. And it's all because I accidentally used food for transformation. I ate early and became lethargic and went to sleep. And this has happened to me multiple times. So I think it was that, in addition to making the decision that I'm done with being disobedient to what God has told me to do. Stop being disobedient to what God has told you to do. Like, you're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting God. You're not hurting anything. And people who, other than yourself, and people who are rebellious like myself, there's almost a complex attached to where you're not going to do the things you want to or desire to do because you feel like I'm going against authority. But when you're an adult, you are the authority. When you start to when you have responsibility over your life, you are now the authority. So you're only going against yourself and God, and that's going to set you back. Back. Very bad. Very bad. And I was like, okay, this is it. So now I've decided that food in this season of my transformation is being used as a tool because I'm going to eat early. I'm not eating late anymore. I'm giving my body that time to digest the food because I don't want to be digesting food late and then sleeping on a full stomach and have my body having to sleep longer because it's digesting. Absolutely not. So start putting more pleasurable things for your mind in place. A big one too is going to be social media. If you see on my YouTube description, I have my socials up there, depending on when you're watching this. But I've deactivated my main accounts on TikTok and Instagram. Too much scrolling. I gotta be real with myself. It's causing me more mental pain than pleasure at this point. I can't control it. I couldn't control it. So I deleted it. Deactivated. Done. I feel so much more free in my mind. These things here are going to get you to pick your tired. To decide that you can flip this deep rest into abundance. Instead of causing mental pain, cause mental pleasure. It's about making a decision. It'll be an accumulation of things. You might watch this and you're like, yeah, that's me. I need to do this. It might not just be this. It might be a sign that you see. It might be a bunch of different things together that bring you to a point where you're done. And you're like, okay, I'm going to wake up early, do what I need to do because that's what's good for me. If God has called you to wake up early. I'll see you in the next one. Stay golden.